Hey, 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 sweet friends. Well, it's another Monday, another week of walking in the Word with God. From the word place in His presence to the workplace in His power. That's what we're after. Um, okay, so I just have to share with you this thought that I stumbled across in my time in the word place, between the Word and between the commentaries and between the great people that I love to learn from. My heart is just opening up to new things. And I stumbled onto this one thought, and it was by, let's see, I think it's this guy right here. It's John Starke, Possibilities in Prayer. And this is the thought that he said. And I thought, I got to share this. I got to share this in January. I have to share this at the beginning of the year. Okay, let's get real. If you're like me, how many times have we started January going, I'm going to keep up with my prayer time. I'm going to keep up with my Bible journal. This is the year. I'm not going to miss a day. And so we come in January. I don't think I'm alone in this. And we are kind of feeling a little bit like the prodigal. We've been doing a little wandering. It's gotten dry. We've kind of wandered away from the well. And so we come almost with a prodigal heart. Here I am, God. It's January again, and I'm starting over again, coming back again. We come in almost, well, I could say I have come back many times in January feeling like the prodigal son. And this is what he said. And I thought this was so beautiful. He said, never forget that we are wandering sons and daughters, but he is a running, embracing, throwing a celebration kind of God. He's not the wanderer. We are. We are wandering sons and daughters, but he is an all running God. How many of you ever heard that song, When God Runs? I might have to place the link below here. I think I will. He is the running God, the embracing God, the throw a celebration God, and the welcoming God when we return. In fact, if you look at that story and the son is going, I'm not even worthy to be your son. I'll be the servant. The father interrupts him. He interrupts the speech, says, calls for the ring, calls for the robe, calls for the fatted calf to be slaughtered and a celebration feast to happen. That is the picture of God I hope we never lose. We need to remember, no matter how many times we feel like the wandering, sinning, prodigal son returning home, he is the God who runs to us to meet us. And this is what he said, and the way he wrote it, I can't get this out of my mind. He said, the father interrupts his speech with kisses on his neck and a feasting welcome. I hope you hear that good word. I don't care where you are in your journey. If you haven't journaled in years, if you haven't been in the word in years, if you're going, will I ever know him in depth? I've strayed so many times. He would say to you, stop. And he'd begin to give you a kiss on the neck and a feasting welcome. That is the joy of the Father. And when you read that story, you can't help but see that he's the Father who's already watching. It says, when the Father saw him from a long way off, he ran to meet him. So I'm going to post the YouTube link in the comment below from a song that I used to love by Benny Hester called When God Ran. Now, what I want you to do, though, is I want you to pour your coffee and get your tea or whatever hot beverage you do when you have quiet time, that beautiful little nook that you created for yourself. And I want you to sit back, sip your hot coffee or tea, and listen to the song When God Ran. I want you to think about that prodigal son. And I want you to think about your own life and how many times we have come like the prodigal, returning home again and again and again. Never forget, he is the feasting, welcoming God who will wrap his arms around you and give you kisses on your neck. That is the heart of Father God. Ah, I loved it. Now, here's what I want for you to do for me. Drop a comment below. Every week I'm going to ask you to do this and share a story with us of when you have experienced the all-embracing God, just loving you again and again and again. When you have come with that repentant heart and saying, it's me again, and I'm showing up to be more faithful, God. It's me again coming back. What are some of those stories where you have experienced God running to meet you in spite of everything? In spite of all that's taken place in your life, you have seen him again and again and again run to meet you. I want to hear those stories. Drop a comment below. This is a 52-week walk, and it's a place of not just my stories, but your stories too. I want you to imagine with me at the end of 52 weeks what this will look like. I promise we're going to bundle them up. I'm hoping it's a 52-week devotional. I'd love to feature one of your stories. So drop your comment below, and I'll see you next week. Take care, sweet, sweet, precious saints who are committed to the word time, that we might go from the word place in his presence to the workplace in his power. Love y'all. Looking forward to all of your comments. Take care. God bless.